As I'm getting older, chip upon my shoulder, blow through life to roll over and die. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la.
Hey guys, it's Streed, and today I'm going to be reviewing a childhood favorite of mine, MonkeyBone. MonkeyBone was directed by Henry Selick, director of such visual classics as The Night Before Christmas, James and the Giant Peach, and Coraline. The film starred Brendan Fraser, Bridget Fonda, and John Turturro as the voice of MonkeyBone. It was a surreal early 2000s comedy with mixed reviews, with some calling it a masterpiece and others calling it moronic trash. The film was about a mild cartoonist named Stu Miley who is famous for his zany new adult cartoon, MonkeyBone. After an accident, he is sent to a bizarre subconscious land called Downtown, where all figments and coma patients reside, watching nightmares and awaiting either freedom or death. MonkeyBone ends up stealing Stu's body and taking over his life. Now Stu has to find a way to get out of Downtown and get his life back. Another trip down memory lane. I've loved this movie for many years. My dear mother introduced it to me when I was about 5 years old. And there's actually an interesting story of how I came about this film again, because I haven't seen this film in years, and this is the first time I've seen it in about 6-7 years, about. So, about 2 days ago, the power went out, and I was bored. So, as any man does when there's no electric or nothing to do, I just sat there and reminisced. I thought about the things I've done, the people I've met, the people I know, thought about my life, and then it just came to me. I thought about that really sensuous, gratifying, voluptuous cat lady in MonkeyBone. How really beautiful she was. She is the sole reason why I like anime cat girls to this day. You know, oh boy, she's what started it all, I'll tell you that. So, after that, I forgot. I forgot about her, unfortunately. And then the power came on, and I got excited to hang out with my buds, John and Jordan. So, I thought, you know what? Why don't we watch a more serious film? Why don't we watch a Russian war film called Fate of a Man? And this film looks really good, and I'm probably going to review this sometime pretty soon, because it looks too good to miss. But Jordan we got into a conversation randomly, and he started talking about how Street Fighter is what sparked his love of Asian girls, you know, Chun-Li. And, I mean, no wonder, fucking Chun-Li is pretty hot looking herself, you know, the fucking thighs, hot damn. Well, anyways, and that reminded me of the cat lady from MonkeyBone. I'm thinking, you know what? Holy fucking shit, this movie is right up Jordan's alley. I have to show it to him. This is something he's got to see. So, I decided, you know what, all three of us were going to watch MonkeyBone. Unfortunately, John had some internet trouble, so it was just me and Jordan that sat and watched it. And for the very first time, he's seen this for the very first time. This is a childhood movie of mine. I've seen this multiple times. And though it's been a while since I've seen it, this is his first time watching it. And he absolutely loved it. He even said himself, this is DVD worthy. Now, let's get on to the strengths. Brendan Fraser gives a great performance, mostly as he's possessed by MonkeyBone. That's where he really shines the performance. As for Stu Miley, he's fine-ish, you know, I mean, he's a little dull, not egregiously boring or dull, just a little dull, you know. But him as MonkeyBone, he's fucking hilarious, and the way he, like, looks and he acts and his mannerisms, it's fucking hilarious. And Jordan even mentioned Jim Carrey would have been great for this role, and I think he would have been, but still, Brendan Fraser made this a great movie. And I think this is the very first Brendan Fraser movie I've ever seen. I do know another childhood Brendan Fraser film was Journey to the Center of the Earth, and that's another really kind of dumb movie, but I still love it, you know. Fucking nostalgia glasses, man. And the story, oh man, the story is really creative. Though it has a bit of an identity crisis with it not knowing whether it's a kid's movie or an adult's movie or a family movie. The story itself, Downtown as a concept, is so fucking interesting to me. It's neither heaven or hell. It's like an airport of sorts. That's what I see it as. It's like an airport for people that have a fighting chance at surviving and getting out of this place. It's a place for them to chill out, hang out. And it's also got all these like creatures from like these fictitious creatures and also creatures from other dimensions, I think. I mean, I'm just thinking, that's never confirmed in the movie. It's and that leads me on to the next one. The effects in the characters are great. The effects are some of them are not all the effects in this movie are great, but the practical ones are so fucking good and the characters look so damn unique. They're creepy. Like some of them are fucking downright terrifying. And some of the comedy is really funny. And that's mostly when Stu is possessed by MonkeyBone. That's when he's at his best. This movie is so fucking quotable. And the Foxy Lady scene. Oh my fucking god. I'll never that's one of those that's a scene that's burned into my memory. And also the scene at the beginning where Stu's talking like he's showing the animation with MonkeyBone, and he was like the student in the class, and he's like, "Oh, look at the arm flaps, the teacher's arm flaps." That shit was so fucking funny, dude. Jordan was dying at that scene, like he was fucking busting out. Me and him, it was fucking great, dude. Now, let's get on to the weaknesses. Unfortunately, Julie wasn't a very interesting character to me. I don't know. The actress was fine. I think she did pretty well for what she was given. But she felt like the stereotypical love interest. I don't know. I just didn't care for her that much. Most of the comedy is pretty juvenile. It's pretty stupid, honestly. It's like fart jokes and sex jokes and really stupid juvenile humor, but I still enjoy it. It still fucking makes me laugh. I mean, what can I say? It's just funny in how dumb it can be sometimes, and some of the effects are downright terrible. The effects are a very mixed bag in this movie. At one hand, you have really great practical effects, but then on the other, you have really terrible, awful early 2000s CGI that just looks like complete and utter shit. Now, would I recommend this movie? It depends. Now, from my standpoint, this is a childhood movie of mine that I absolutely love, and I may be a bit biased on. So I'm gonna give two views. If this is a film from your childhood, you already know the positives and negatives of this movie. And if you've never seen this, you may either go two routes, because Jordan has never seen this movie, not once. He's never even heard of it. So when I introduced it to him and he watched it, he absolutely loved it. He said it was fucking DVD worthy. He wants to buy it like right now. He's got the money. He probably will. But yeah, he says he loved it. It could either go that way or you could hate it. Because I know some people that I've introduced it to and they say it is by far the dumbest, shittiest, crappiest, like really lame ass movies they've ever seen. Some people compare this to Freddy Got Fingered. And honestly, this movie feels like an amalgamation of David Lynch films, Freddy Got Fingered, and Tim Burton. In fact, the director, Henry Selick, as I mentioned earlier, he directed shit like Nightmare on Elm Street. And most people think Tim Burton directed that, but no, the story is by Tim Burton. But Henry Selick actually directed the movie. But yeah, it could either go those ways. You could either really love the film or really hate it. For me, for my personal score, I'd have to give it an 8 out of 10. Despite its flaws, despite how stupid it is in essence, it's just such a fun time. It's one of those movies where you can turn off your brain and just, laugh at how fucking just laugh at how dumb it is, Like this movie is in many ways like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Both very creative movies. Like this is one of the most creative movies I've ever seen in my whole life. Now, if you're going into this with fresh eyes, you've never seen this, try to be open-minded. I can understand if you think that this movie is really dumb, the humor is stupid, and the characters just seem outrageous, and MonkeyBone can be annoying at times, I'll admit that. In his monkey form, he can be pretty fucking annoying. but try to have an open mind about it, and I think maybe you could find some enjoyment about it. Because I was fearing that at 18 years old, I wouldn't like this movie anymore. Because it's been 7 years since I've seen this, 6 or 7. But Jordan is 20 years old, and he absolutely fucking loves this movie. So who knows? Maybe you'll like it, maybe you'll hate it. Well, guys, that was my review of MonkeyBone, and I will see you all next time.